Hi my love, welcome back to this space. I am so grateful to have you here with me. I wanted to just really touch on a topic that may be able to shift your perspective on something that you may be holding on to. A lot of the time we all have stuff that comes up in life. We all have our challenges. We all have certain things that we may be holding on to. Some of them we may be aware of, and other things we may be totally unaware of, and they may just kind of come up without us really knowing where that's come from. You know, you might feel triggered by something or by a certain event that just takes you by surprise, and suddenly what you thought you may have worked on likes to raise its head again, so to speak. And so for me personally, what I find helpful is not dwelling in what has been, but to really hold true that whatever you feel may have tried to break you down in the past, really all of this kind of hurt and this sadness really only shows you what is in you that is undestructible, what is in you that is unbreakable. Because when we feel like we've just been broken open, you survived, right? You didn't die. You're here, you're present, you're with me now. So there's like this awareness that even through a time when you thought you would not move past, or when you just felt it was just so unbearable that there was just felt a sense of hopelessness or pointlessness to trying to create any kind of change. It's remembering that even in that broken state, or even when someone or something was trying to break you, all it does is it reveals the essence of what is unbreakable, unshakable within you. And holding on to that truth, because that is the truth. I love, one of my favorite poets is Rumi, and he always shares his wisdom that only in darkness can we find the light, that in fact there is no light without the darkness, and that only when we are open and willing to actually go into the darkness is there really hope to find the treasure. And a lot of the time when we're going through these massive transitions or transformations, it can feel like this kind of rebirthing. It can feel like everything is shedding, and you know, shedding isn't necessarily comfortable or nice experience at the time. You know, it can feel like it's like that newborn baby who's just like, oh my God, like you've come from this safe cocoon of your mother's womb and from the placenta, and then suddenly you're just like, whoa, like you take your first own breath and it can feel extremely overwhelming. But knowing that everything that we've gone through in the past that has really tested us, or where we felt really broken, is like the strong foundational stepping stone for the next step forward in our lives. And really what it does is it just builds this inner knowing, like this inner confidence that we can face whatever comes our way, and we know that we will get through it, just as we've got through things in the past. And so really using what has gone on in the past to actually propel you forward, in the sense of feeling and remembering how you were unbreakable, how you were unable to be totally squashed and demolished by this thing or person or whatever the circumstance, that you are still here, that you could not be broken. And allowing that real truth to actually give you the courage to step even more fully into the being you want to become for yourself, for the people you love, and to really share your gifts with this world, because you are enough. We all have this kind of unique gift, this magic within us that really is like, if we can just get out of our own way and to allow it to be, then it will flow to you and through you and out into the world. So cherishing those milestones, those experiences that have really formed and allowed you to go on the path that you're going on at the moment. And if you are on your path and you feel like you maybe are not content with your path, then it's an opportunity to create change and to feel courage in yourself that you can deal and face with anything. I can't remember where I've heard it, but a wonderful quote by someone was saying that Source or the universe or God never gives you a challenge that you are not able to overcome. So this feeling of knowing that we're all given challenges to the degree that it is known that we can overcome them. So seeing the gift, seeing the opportunity, reframing our perspective so that we really can be with it. Like when the challenge comes, it's like, can we actually be with it and be like, okay, like I know this isn't going to feel good, I know this isn't going to be pleasant, but I'm ready for this because I know what's on the other side, and I'm ready for letting go even more fully. I'm ready for actually really stepping into the other side because I know that I am able to deal with this, I'm able to face this, and that I don't need to run, and that I don't need to pretend or bury or hide whatever it is. I get to really look in the face of it all and be like, I'm ready to face this truth. And truth is powerful, it's so powerful. Being truthful with yourself, being truthful with others, truth cuts through everything. And I'm sure you've experienced this. When you know someone is speaking truth, you feel it in every cell in your body. It's like there's a resonance that suddenly like a light bulb goes off and you're like, yeah, that actually feels really true for me. And so allowing your connection with yourself to really face whatever comes your way, knowing that you are unbreakable, you are unshakable, that there is nothing that can really hold you down. And really the only thing that holds us down is our fear of actually facing it, you know. So can we cultivate this behavior or this response to fear or to a challenge, that instead of shying away from it or hiding, which is so easy to do, and there's no judgment for that if that is the pattern that plays out, but can we catch ourselves in the moments where maybe we don't want to speak our truth, where maybe we want to be open with a lover, but we're scared to be vulnerable or scared of being rejected or abandoned. Maybe something is going on in our external world that's calling for us to speak up, and yet we're scared to. Or maybe it's simply just living your life the way that you want to live it, not for anyone else, not the way your parents want to live your life, or your friends or whoever. Whatever it is that's asking or challenging you, can you instead face it? In fact, why not even attempt to go forward into it? Knock on that shadow's door, knock on the door where the challenge lies, and really just face it, because then it has no control over you. And you'll notice that when you're able to actually face whatever may be challenging you in whatever area, then you actually get to move through it with so much more ease, with so much more grace, and things just have a way of moving, you know. This feeling of fear is really stagnant, you know. When we think of fear or holding on or anxiety, it's stagnant. It's like there's energy in our body and it's not moving. It feels like it's like stuck and it's trapped and it gets really uncomfortable. When we face something and we move towards it, then we start to feel the flow start to happen, and things just kind of seem to release in a really beautiful, profound way. So I just want to share that with you, you know, that you are this incredibly strong and boundless being, and to remember that. So maybe feel in, what challenges are you facing at the moment? Notice, Are there any areas of your life where there's something that needs to be addressed and maybe you're avoiding? Can you just breathe with that and feel into that situation and see how you can actually move towards the uncomfortableness, move towards the fear? I don't even know if that's a word, but you know what I mean. Can you move towards it? And it may be something really, really small, and it may look 1,001 ways. If you've got a particular situation and you're really unsure as to how to take that next step, please get in contact with me. Would love to connect and just give you some little guidance with your specific need, right? So, because it's so vast, this topic, but it's just about taking a small step towards it. Face it, breathe, stay grounded in yourself, and know that you can move through anything. And that a lot of the time, what we imagine the outcome to be is so much worse than the actual reality. So just to stay really grounded in yourself and connected to your boundless, unique, magic being that you are. So with that, I'm gonna send you all my love and light. And as always, feel free to comment below or get in contact with me. But knowing and staying with this core knowing that there is nothing that can break you down. So just go for life, live fully in the moment, love deeply, live expansively, because life is just far too short to hold back what you're here to share, give and receive and experience. So much love. Speak soon.